Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. The first portion of this reading is going to be general. We're going to go ahead and look at some oracles, and then we're going to get into the tarot. All right, so Virgo, let's see what comes out here for you. This is for Virgo. Virgo, yes, you literally had the fame and fortune card. Now, I'm not really sure what this means in particular for some of you, but that's what's here. You're going to be well known for something that you do. Okay, this could be an actress, singer, dancer, whatever, right? But this is recognition. I mean, I'm talking about on a micro level, and I'm not even saying you being recognized by your job is micro. I'm saying on a micro level and not a Beyonce level. This is still a lot of recognition. But this is what this card says. You're about to steal the limelight, clear any fear of success, and let yourself shine. I love it. It says with this particular card, it helps you be in the limelight, to be well known, respected, and admired, in addition to bringing good fortune into your life. This is so good. Now we're going to actually be using this card when we get a little bit further into the reading, because I'm pretty sure when we pull the tarot, it's going to tell us something as well. I do have to tell you though, at the bottom of the deck though, you have Gemini, and I'm not really sure where that is in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Gemini. This is also letting me know that for a few of you, that, you know, steer clear from drama. You see that little part right there? Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't be trying to be, you know, Captain Sable. You know what? This is with family, friends, or a lover. You guys already know, Virgos. You have a habit of doing that. Okay? And Gemini is a very communicative energy. It is an air sign. So I just want to put that out there. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get your next card. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what else is going to come out here for you, Virgo. Sorry, it may shake a little bit. Okay. The next card is Cleo May. This is really good. It says, this attracts generous romantic partners. It can draw in clients. This can give you better tips, maybe even a bonus at your job. It says, and if you are a sex worker or someone who works for tips, this is going to be really, really good. Now, I don't know why this card specifically talked about sex work. I don't know. Okay. But I thought this was weird because you also get tips for restaurants, right? Like if you are a waiter or waitress at a restaurant. Also, if you are working at a coffee shop. But the fact that it says sex work, she's just bringing attention to those particular people, just in case. Okay. Hey, Jen. Now, this is what this card says, though. Okay. Now we see this as Cleo May, but this is a warning. This is a PSA. This is what it says. When you start sacrificing yourself or giving too much of yourself to others, it's time to change the people you are around. Now that's pretty deep. Okay. Because here, I mean, the card could have just said, just stop giving so much. But this is making me feel that she's basically trying to tell you that there's people around you who are taking advantage of you, and they mean no good to you. Okay, they mean no good to you. At the bottom of the deck, it says that you guys, you can expect to travel really soon. Not really sure where you're going, but for some of you, this could be for work and career, and also this could also have something to do with a romantic partner. But I do see travel in the stars. Let's go ahead. I want to get one more card. This is for Virgo. There we go. Oh, you had two that wanted to pop. Okay. You had Lucky Gambler. It says, this is used to bring prosperity when you're taking a gamble on a new venture. Now, I will say, just based off of this card alone, this is letting me know that, you know, there's going to be some risks that are going to be involved with a new job, new career. You're starting your own business or something. Okay. And just based off of what I'm seeing, that for a lot of y'all are going to be taking some type of risk and maybe leaving a job, starting a business, maybe picking up something new. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Hey, don't know in their hands. I don't know. You guys tell me. Okay. It says this is a lucky gamble, right? But I like what it says, gambling, but it says luck, to bring good luck and prosperity. Okay, when you are taking a gamble on something new. Okay. Ooh, okay. So you just took a big gamble. All right. Well, I mean, just based off of what we see with the rest of the reading, though, we do have to pay attention that this is the first card that came out, right? So it says clear any fear of success. So that's also a part of the whole gamble, right? If you know you don't really go anywhere if you stay in place, and it doesn't have to be anything huge either. Sometimes people read that and they go to the extreme. Oh, I'm going to just leave my job that I've been with for 20 something years. I'm going to leave my job, and you have no other plan except for just a dream that you have with a business that you want to start. No, it's not saying that. It just means that this is something that can be promised to you. You leave a 20-year job to go to a job that now you are a supervisor. Remember, we saw recognition. Now you have more responsibility. Are you ready to, take that step? You get what I'm saying? It's something like that. It ain't gonna be you're gonna leave a 20-year job to start your own business, right? And you have no idea how it's going to go. No. Don't come for me for that one, okay? Ooh, okay, anointed hands. All right. So we see that this is definitely on par for you. Now here it says which. It says you are a magical person. It says exercise in you. It says, hey, Tasheen. It says recognize. Hold on. When you guys, sorry, it's just the way my cards are set up. I can't see when it's over here. You are a magical person. Exercise the magic in you to help you with the challenges in your life. Now, I haven't seen a lot of challenges in Virgo's reading recently, but you remember, I feel like this has something to do with a new walk of life. Like you guys are going into a new place, and I'm sorry, even things that are unfamiliar is a challenge. Because if you pay attention to this, it says unseen, right? A new unseen world, a world that is unfamiliar to you. You don't know, let's say some of you guys are moving over to a different country. It may be good for you financially, but that could be really hard because you don't have any friends or family or anything. That's the challenge that some of you guys may face. And that doesn't even have to be that extreme either. For some of you, this is just like moving to a different state. Right? So we're not even saying, like, some of y'all have to literally move to a different state in order to pursue your dreams. Okay, it could be something like that. But challenges can come with businesses. Challenges can come with new jobs, dealing with new people, that type of thing. Okay. All right. And I got to show you what's at the bottom of the deck because I wouldn't be a Virgo if I didn't. I always go extra for y'all. Your hard work will pay off. Expect a promotion at work or start a great business partnership. Now, we just saw fame and fortune. So remember what I said, recognition. Either way, there is something that is really starting to pop off in this read for y'all. Okay. Now here it says this helps you gain the favor from your boss or someone of higher ranks. Are y'all listening? Do y'all know that this is in your astrology, by the way? I'm not just saying this just because, it's going to always be in harmony with astrology because this is what this is all about, right? And this is astrology. Okay, I actually saw that with a few astrologers that I was looking at. I'm like, dang, even when these cards start coming out, I'm like, that was right on point with what they were saying. So here it says, okay, it helps you gain the favor from your boss or people of higher ranks. Okay, it says this will sweeten up your relationships. This will help you stand out at work and have your efforts get noticed. Okay, two different cards saying the same thing. I mean, come on now. All right, so major things happening. Okay, for you, Virgo. All right, so don't be shrinking back. Don't get scared. This is what you guys have been preparing for. This is what you've been wanting, to happen. And so now you gotta put on your big girls, big boy panties. This is what you gotta do. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the tarot. We're gonna see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. Let's see. Thank you. First card that's coming out here for you, Virgo. Wow. Two of Pentacles always talks about busy energy. Always busy energy. Some of you guys are like, parents, and I'm talking about young parents. So, and this is not going to resonate for people like me, right? I'm past that age. Okay. But I remember what it felt like to be young and have to go to school and have to go to work too, right? And having a toddler. So for some of you, you are at this place where part of your busyness has something to do with not just working career in school and two different jobs for some, but it's also parents, or some of you guys are You know, maybe taking care of a parent. That can happen too, where you're taking care of somebody elderly. But just in general with this card, it talks about a lot of busyness. Okay, because the Two of Pentacles says that you have to stay balanced, or you have to be balanced in your day-to-day activity. You are Virgo, sixth house, day-to-day activity, anything dealing with work, career, health, and all of that is what you're going to have to master in this lifetime. And for some of you, it's just you are just overwhelmed, or you could end up getting overwhelmed. So with this card, it says, please maintain balance. Okay. No excuses, Virgo. No excuses. You got to maintain balance. All right. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get another card here. This is going to be for Virgo. The closer I bring the camera to me, it's going to shake a little bit because it's on this little table, but my leg is right there. Oh, 10 of Swords. All right. Thank you so much, Anointed Hands. Ten of Swords. So this is not bad at all. The Ten of Swords is like, this is the end of whatever you've experienced that has happened to you for so many years and so many times and so many unexpected things. And oh my God, this shit has happened to me. Right? Like, okay, so friends betrayed me, lovers left, you know, family members weren't too good for me, something happened with my buddies, something happened with my job, something happened with, like, you know, I mean, the list can go on and on. And so the Ten of Swords basically even talks about the many things that a lot of you guys have experienced that has caused a lot of pain and suffering. It is just a reality. And I have read for so many Virgos, and when I'm telling you, baby, some things I was like, let me just hold your hand, let's just pray together. Okay, you're going through it and I'm going through it, right? But I'm able to see, and so that's the only difference. So sometimes when you're in the dark, it's harder for you to actually see what the change is going to be. So one thing that I can tell you, it is over. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Ten of Swords. Praise the Lord. Some of you guys are down for the count, though. You're like, yes, I'm hurt. I'm hurting now. Okay, I can't even walk. My legs are shaking. But it is over. Part of that Two of Pentacles actually says regaining your balance, though. We're talking about regaining, not just about keeping balance when it comes to like everything that you're doing, but it also talks about regaining your balance, right? After a situation like this. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Oh, speaking of which, you even had that at the bottom of the deck with the Justice card. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get your third card. This is going to be for Virgo. Now, we're going to get to the love portion because that is what you guys are here for. Love. This is for Virgo. All right. Virgo, some of you guys are dealing with a water sign. Some of you guys are dealing with it. Or, well, let me see. Some of you guys are, what's coming out? I see a lot of air. I think that same thing happened with Sagittarius. So I see a lot of air. I do see earth, but I'm seeing specifically water sign Cancer. Okay. Now you guys had the Two of Swords here. There's someone coming towards you. Now I want to show you why I say coming towards you, because at the bottom of the deck, this is Cancer. This is the Chariot card. Okay, let's go back. Now there's somebody who is coming towards you. I truly don't believe that you guys see this person coming towards you. I don't think that you guys see what's going to happen as far as romantically, because she has the blindfold on her eyes. Okay, so this is letting me know that you guys are going to be dealing with or coming across someone very soon. Unexpected energy for you, hands down. Okay. Part of the Two of Swords is also in harmony with the Two of Pentacles, because remember, I said you're busy, your mind is suspended, you don't even know this person is coming in. You are you're blindsided because you are extremely charmed by them. Now I also have to say, for some of you, remember the card earlier came out and said that some of you are going to be dealing with someone, right? Hold on, let me show you. It says that you're going to be dealing with what? A generous romantic partner. Do you know that's at the bottom of the deck? Not going to show you, but it is at the bottom of the deck, right? So there is someone that's going to be coming towards you who could be well-meaning, you know, of well means, or they have the means, okay? And you guys already know I don't do that whole, oh, just because they got money, they're good for you. I don't do that, okay? That's ignorant, okay? That's people who have never been married. That's people who have never been in that position. Yes, do you want to be provided for? Do you want to be stable in your connections? Yes, but money isn't the answer, okay? A person who can provide for you, who cares for you and love you is. I'm describing the person to you who's coming towards you, okay? And for some of you, they're going to be blindsided by this energy, because I don't even think that you think that this type of person would even look your direction, not because you're not worth it. It's just because, what are they doing in this area? Or what are they doing here? Or why they're asking me for my services? Or, you see what I'm saying? It's going to be something like that. It's going to kind of make you like pause, okay? The way that this person is, okay? And I do see you very charmed by them. But again, very blindsided energy with this individual, by the way. Let's go ahead. Let's see what else we can get from them. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what else we can get. Somebody has their own business. I really do believe that it is a Virgo energy. I feel like both, maybe you and this person, both you guys got this whole boss, entrepreneurship thing going. That's what I see. Anyway, let's keep going. Now, the Two of Swords is saying, not only is there someone of means and someone you're going to be very charmed by that's going to come into your life, okay, but the Two of Swords talks about you needing to make a decision about a past person. That's right. This is the Judgment card. So decision, Two of Swords, and the call. Decision, a call. Now, what could that mean for some of you? Well, for some of you, it could be two different people. It could mean, do I want to stay in this relationship or not? Do I want to be with this person? Do I want to stay married to this person? I don't know, right? Whatever it means is that you're going to have to make a decision about a person. And that could be just someone just coming back into your life. It could be something as simple as that. But for others, it may be a little different, right? So you're going to have to make a judgment call about a particular lover, about someone, Virgo, just based off of what I see. And a decision needs to be made. But you will make that decision, because remember, you're making a call. Like, okay, that's like a coach making a call somewhere, okay, when it comes down to, soccer or football or something like that. Or a referee making a call saying that this team got the point. But that is basically what I'm seeing here with this Judgment card. A lot of y'all could be dealing with somebody from the past, but I don't know. To me, I feel like you're side-eyeing them too much. I don't necessarily see you jumping in this person's hands. I really don't. It's two different people in your read, I'm telling you. And that's also another reason why you're kind of like, this person is familiar, but at the same time, like, maybe I want to move forward. Because remember, we saw the Chariot card. So you may be kind of stuck at a crossroad with partners here. Okay, I'm just telling you, that's what I see. Now, what we're going to do the first, second, and third decan of Virgo. If you do not know your decan, when you get off of here, please go look. I didn't put that in the description box because I literally just thought about doing that today when I did it with Sagittarius. Decan is like, just for example, Virgos, I think, start like the 23rd or something, the 23rd through the 5th of September. And then it's like the 6th of September through like the 12th. And then it's like the 12th through the 22nd or something. Go check. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull based on your decan. This does not mean that you don't relate to all of it. It just means specifically what you could be dealing with in this particular decan of a Virgo. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull on camera. What am I choosing? Here. Is there more work to be done? If so, get moving. Now, if we're talking about a connection, there is somebody that you're connected to more so on a physical level, okay? Or you're going to be connected to someone more so on a physical level. Everything about your relationship feels more physical. You want it to be everything. You want it to be spiritual. So I feel like if you are in a connection with someone, you need to work on your relationship. This actually happens with people who are married. Like it says, there's work to get done. And if you decide to stay with this person, then y'all need to be putting a plan in place in order for things to actually work. This is basically what it means. This is basically what it's saying. No questions about it. Now, at the bottom, well, not at the bottom, when you reverse it, it says it's time to party and to celebrate. There's going to be somebody coming in here for you after you really either, the waiting. This is going to be a happy moment after someone comes to your life after you've been waiting for a while. But isn't it something good to look at if it's saying that if you work on your relationship, that there's going to be a celebration? That means that it's going to work, especially if you're married or if you're dealing with somebody. It may take hard work to stay within a relationship, but it'd be worth it according to this particular card. Okay. Now, again, it does not mean that the second and third decan does not relate to that. That is just specifically for the first decan Virgos. Let's get it. Let's get the second decan Virgos. Let's see what comes out here for y'all. second decan Virgos. Let's pull. Mistakes. So maybe you or someone you've been dealing with here, Virgo, second decan, you know, someone has made a lot of mistakes in a relationship that you've been in. It says they have no idea what they're doing. And for some of them, they don't even know what they're doing. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is a real thing. Okay. You know, some people want black and white in readings, and it just doesn't happen that way. Some people are just not made the way that we're made, or they didn't grow up the way that we grew up. And so they don't see life the same way. Even in relationships, the way they treat you and the way they treat your children may not be the same. But I like the fact that it says mistakes, because obviously at first or somewhere down the line, the person just truly did not know what they were doing was wrong. Now, we're not talking about cheating and stuff. We're saying just things that they can be completely oblivious to. And they're constantly doing things. Okay, this can cause a lot of tension in a relationship. Now, at the bottom, or reverse rather, it says have absolutely no idea what they are doing, but are willing to learn. Now, this is what I see. I'm not going to lie. Like, when I saw that this way, these are new cards, so I don't really know what's really here. But that's what I'm really seeing. I feel like there's somebody, you can take this whole card and kind of sum it up in one thing. Like, the person is doing things and they don't even know that they're doing it. They're very much so unaware that they're offending you, or that they are doing things to irritate you, right? And so, yeah, they're making mistakes, and it is a mistake in that way, right? Or for some of you, it could have really been some mistakes that you just feel like you cannot accept. Okay, I'm not going to take that away. But for you, the second decan basically says that you, I don't want to say, I feel like there's somebody from your past in particular that we read who wants to come back in, who probably really did not know that what they were doing was wrong because they were so used to doing it. I'm not going to say that they haven't changed. I do want to give them a benefit of the doubt, because we do have to pay attention to the first card that talked about celebration. You do have to pay attention to their actions, though. Because remember, this card says that they're willing to learn. Okay, well, if they're willing to learn, that means that there's going to be behavior changes. So this is not bad. This card, so far, crappy situations in relationships, but the outcome is coming out pretty decent. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's get the third decan of Virgo. Let's get the third decan of Virgo. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even say the signs. Thank you, Bori. I didn't even say the signs. The signs that I'm seeing here is Scorpio. I think I said earth and air. So I saw, you know, definitely, you didn't have too many cards that had, you know, any true signs. You really didn't. Cancer was the only one that really came out today. Okay. Now let's get the third decan Virgos. Third decan Virgos literally says game is weak, can't even get a call back. That little thing on this thing is so funny. This is sad. But anyway, hold on. Player breaking hearts with empty promises. I feel like maybe you have dealt with someone who, you know, I'll say it this way. You got someone who game is good, and then you got someone who game is not. If you're looking at the whole card in this entirety, this could be someone who used to be really good at pulling people, or someone who still can, but at the same time, maybe they are in a weaker state. You know, like, remember, people age. People get older, you know, the game ain't is you know, and you know how back in the day, like even now, I'm just saying back in the day when I was in my 20s, right? Like, there would be people who were so much older than me, but they were used slang that they were used in the 70s. And the shit was so funny to me, because I'm like, we are nowhere near the same age, right? But it was corny, right? Because that was just what they were used to saying in the 70s. That shit didn't even like put a dent in my brain, right? Like, I'm like, okay, right? That's what I feel this card is basically saying. So you guys are dealing with someone who is attractive, have the ability to pull people, that type of thing, but they're not necessarily in the heights of their game as they used to be. Okay. Now this could also be two different lovers too. There could be someone who is, you know, someone, and truly it could be, this could be two different lovers, especially for those in the third decan. You can have somebody who's just a player, hands down, and the other person is considered to be corny and nerdy. I love corny and nerdy people. Okay, I just do. I do. All right. But I'm looking at this as either one. And you guys, you can just say how it resonates with you. But that is just something that I'm seeing here. Okay, game is weak, can't even get a call back. That shit is so funny to me. But anyway, at the bottom of the deck for all of you though, it says that this is a karmic love lesson that must be overcome. So for a lot of you, you've been in relationships with no string attached. Your heart has just been just pounded, literally thrown across the room, sake, like a hockey stick, like a hockey puck or whatever, right? Football or whatever. It's like, no, it has not been cared for. You have not been valued in love relationships, right? And so there's no point of crying over spilled milk. Part of what you've experienced was based on lessons, okay? And that is what I'm saying. So a lot of you are still in karmic relationships, and karmics don't always have to be bad either. I feel like some of you are definitely going to come across a good soulmate, someone who's going to be very giving and loving towards you. I really do feel that. But that is what I'm saying. So Virgo, if you guys are interested in a reading, all the information is going to be down below in the description box. Okay, Virgo, I thank you guys so much, and I will see you back here again soon. Bye, guys.